You know, a while ago, back on the vlog, I told you that I would give you a tour of the FTVLive World Headquarters, the whole house, or most of the house. And I got an email over the weekend from 2 different people asking me why I haven't done that yet. So I want to give you the nickel tour of the FTVLive World Headquarters. Let's go. You owe me a nickel. Okay, we'll start by the front door as you come in. You come into the World Headquarters into what I like to call the New York Room, which is fairly easy why to see. It's called the New York Room. You got the Statue of Liberty there, and then as you come over here, you got New York City, and a little more New York City, and a little more New York City, along with the fireplace. By the way, you can hang your coat here when you come in. I made this using the heads of golf clubs, Mizuno irons, and I turned it into a little coat rack. So as you come in here, and just to prove that it's not all New York, even though it looks pretty much New York, and if you see this, you got Buffalo, New York, get it? Buffalo, New York. And as you come over here, this shows that there's a little taste of Chicago in the New York room. Those bricks, one is from the old Comiskey Park, and the other one is from the old Chicago Stadium. So the New York room, even though it has New York items, like a Big Apple there, and a taxi cab, and a cup, and all that, and of course the big wall that features the Statue of Liberty. But the New York room does have a little taste of Chicago. And then the Lanai is out there. You've seen I've done a couple vlogs, or at least a vlog from out there. There's the kitty cats all hanging out. There's Angel, and they like to hang out here. That's why I leave this door open just a little bit so they can do that. And then as you go back through the New York room to this is the office. You've seen this, so we don't need to do that. I'll see if I can, I'll have a link to the office if you haven't seen it. And of course, you know, the office is, I like to call the Apple Museum. All right, from there, you come into the kitchen, which is not exactly a place I hang out a lot. I only make 2 things. Waffles and taco meat. So if you want waffles or taco meat, I'm your person. But what I did here is I have a pantry right here, and I'm gonna put a glass door on this thing, and it's gonna say pantry, and then I have to clean up the pantry so it looks better. And then I had this open closet over here, and I didn't know what to do with it, so I took the door off and I turned it into a little wine bar. Which is a little weird because I don't really drink, but it came out good. I like it. You got the wine cooler down there, and then the bottles of wine on the wall, which I actually had to go out and buy a bunch of bottles because, as I said, I don't really drink. I drink wine maybe occasionally, and I just did, I still have a little work to do in here. I'm doing work throughout my whole house, and but I just did the cabinets. I did the black lowers and the white uppers. And I kind of like the way it came out. And then of course over here there's the pantry, and then here's the other side, and there's my waffle maker, because as I said, I can only make 2 things: waffles and taco meat. Then you come over here to the breakfast nook, and I never sit there, I never eat there or anything else. And then you come into the den, and as you get into the den, you have a desk right here. It's got one of my MacBook Airs, my slogan, no regrets. And then you come over here into the den, and the den is nice because, as you can see, there's nothing behind my house other than just raw woods, which I love. And then this is, I call this the Ikea room because everything in this room is from Ikea. That light's from Ikea. That sofa is from Ikea. The coffee table's from Ikea. This chair is from Ikea. The table's from Ikea. The light's from Ikea. And then the fireplace, you just flip a switch and the fireplace comes on. You just flip the switch, which is back here. And but I turn the gas off because, let's be honest, it's April in Florida. You do not need a fireplace. And then that's where the cats hang out when it's cold outside or really hot, and I close that back door. I've really been on this kick of getting original artwork, and I got that. And then over on this side, I have those two, and I've really liked getting just original artwork. You know, not super expensive, but it's kind of nice compared to having the blacklight poster on the wall like I had in college. And then over here by the desk, I took this picture of Rory. Let's see if we can get it so we don't get too much of a glare. I took this picture of Rory on the beach, and I liked it so much that I blew it up and went from there. So from there, we go into the back hallway, and you see that door right there? I'm gonna come back to that, and you'll see why in a minute. But into what I call the Buckeye Gym, and place that I've started spending time again. I had kind of messed up for a while and had not been in here. I had a bunch of excuses as to why not, and I just recently purchased that. That's a Bowflex Max Trainer, and it is an absolute butt kicker. And then as you come over here, you got Woody Hayes in the snow on the wall, and then you got another slogan. I changed that slogan out quite a bit. You can watch TV while you're working out, and then you stay with the Ohio State. You come over, you got a fan, cool things off in here, refrigerator for water, and more Ohio State. And then you got the bench here, and then that's called the surfboard. You get on it, it rotates back and forth very quickly, and what it does is it gets you to engage your core. And then you come over here, and hey, how you doing? And what I have here is dumbbells, and these things are awesome. Come on, get in focus. Get in focus. There we go. These things are awesome. They're called power blocks. And the great thing about them, instead of having a whole bunch of dumbbells lined up and stuff, these go from anywhere from 10 to 50 pounds a piece, which is great because you can, you don't have to have a whole bunch of dumbbells, and you can just change the weights by, here, we'll go over on this side. You just take these out, you slide them out, and you put them in. It's all color coordinated, so you know where to put them. And then you can just do your dumbbells there. Got a curling bar down there, and then you got some other stuff over there, nothing big. And of course the Ohio State rug as you come in. In the hallway I have different things, hanging out with Katie Couric. This is when I was skiing in Kirkwood in California. That's me at Augusta National. Don't know why it's not focusing well. Another article in the paper. And then we come down here towards the cinema, and there I am looking steadily in front of my plane. And that's Thunderbirds. But as we come down to the cinema, you see you get the movie posters on the wall, Caddyshack, Scarface. I have a Ecobee thermostat, which is awesome. It's all, it's Wi-Fi. You can set it from, well, you know what they are. It's like a Nest. And then this is the movie second bathroom that also joins into the cinema. And that's why you have some of the cinema things on the wall and stuff like that. And unfortunately that girl came over to take a shower. I didn't know she was in there. That's my bad. I redid the countertops. I did them in, and redid the cabinets. The cabinets I did again in black. The countertops are done in concrete. So these are concrete countertops, which I did it myself, and I love the way it looks. I like that industrial look of the countertops. And then we come out of there, we come into the movie theater, and the chairs, we got a couch back here, chairs there, and a nice 100-inch screen. It's actually a little more than 100 inches. Probably doesn't look as big on camera as it is, but it's pretty big. And as you come into the movie theater, let me turn the lights on in here. Whoa, it's bright. So basically what this thing is I have, like, this is also a gaming room. So there's your Halo figurines, and then you got a Halo poster. There's other posters behind the movie screen. You come over here, you got the gaming setup with Xbox and PlayStation 4, PlayStation VR, more gaming stuff, and then this wall is all gaming stuff as well, boxes and stuff. And this is Callaway right here. Hi, Callaway. What are you doing, bub? Oh, you camera shy? Okay, fine. And have an iPad in here. Pretty much in every room there's either a laptop or an iPad, because I need to get usually on the computer quite a bit. This is the back of the room. You got a nice couch here with cup holders, so you can sit on the couch or lay on the couch and watch. Again, more gaming stuff, and then the projector is right there. Soundbar on top of it and stuff like that. So that's it. As I said, this is a great place to hang out because I can watch TV and watch movies and stuff like that. So let's go down. Before we go to that door right there, which I told you I'd be going to, let's go. This is Snowflake. Hi, Snowflake. This is Woofy. And Woofy doesn't have a tail. See, she was born without a tail, which is kind of sad. And then Snowflake and Callaway, as you can see, they look very similar, but the way to tell them apart is, see, Snowflake has a tail and Callaway has just a little tail, just a little nub, right? Just a little tail. But he can get that little thing cranking. Right, Cal? So see how cute he is? He's a little cross-eyed. His mom's Siamese, and that's kind of a normal thing for cats, Siamese cats, to be cross-eyed. And so although his tail's super tiny, it's still bigger than Woofy's tail. Woofy doesn't even have like any whatever tail. Look at that. She's just a little bump, but she's just cute as a button anyway. And so the no-tail gang hangs out a lot of times together. So let's take you now over to through the New York room, past the fireplace, and let's take you into where the magic definitely doesn't happen. This is the master bedroom. And as you can see, the master bedroom is done in black and white, which are the colors that I love, but then I threw a little Tiffany color that I took kind of out of this ocean wave right here. And the Tiffany gives it more of a little different look. But I like the black and white, especially the flat black. You can see that clock, which is absolutely giant. It probably, again, on camera, it probably doesn't look that big, but it's about 5 feet from corner to corner. And then the library is over here. And then the Dyson fan. I love that fan, one of those bladeless fans that is just awesome. Rory's going under the bed for some reason. That's the bed. That picture was picked out for me by a TV agent. She thought it was my perfect style. Again, original art, and I love it. And then again, an iPad Pro right there. As I said, there's technology in every room. And Rory, who are you barking at? Rory's trying to play with Snowflake right now. See, he wants Snowflake. He tries to get the cat. So there's probably a cat hiding under the bed, and he's trying to get the cats to play. Sometimes they'll play with them, sometimes they won't. And then I made this over here, this right here, and then the TV. The nice thing about the TV is it actually comes off the wall. You pull that out, and then it'll come out an angle, so as you're laying in bed, you can watch TV at a perfect angle. And then got another fireplace here. And then as you come over to this side, you got this little table right here, chair, dresser. There's me again. Hi, how you doing? And that takes you into the master bathroom, which is kind of a nice little retreat. As you can see, it's got the garden tub in here, which I also redid in concrete on the front of it. You got the walk-in closets. You got Just Relax over there, Breathe over there, and then have an ottoman in the middle of the room. And the great thing about that ottoman is if you lift it up, there's a cat litter box underneath it. So the cats can go in on the side, and that way you have a litter box, but nobody sees it. That's the shower over there. I just did that wall. That's the first thing I've ever tiled in my life, was that entire wall. You know, tiled it, grouted it, and everything else. And then I took the same tile into the fireplace, into the shower to give it that same look. And then as you come around here, again, black and white with the Tiffany accent. Then you come in here and you have the toilet, which, you know, no big deal, except I wanted to show you this. That's a picture of me on the 17th tee at TPC Sawgrass. And the reason it is in here is because my golf game is in the shitter right now, and that's exactly where it needs to be. And then as you come over here, again, did the cement countertops, redid the bottom, and which came out pretty good. And they were just all wood. So I really like the way the countertops came out. Oh, again, another tablet. I put a tablet in every room. That's me one more time. And I put a tablet in every room to try and, because again, I need to stay connected, and that works out. So I promised you the back room, and I have plans for the back room. By the way, you gotta like this table. That's also a clock. I think that's pretty cool. So the back room, when I was redoing all these rooms in my house, like if I find a chair that I didn't need anymore, I threw everything in the back room, and it basically now looks like an episode of Hoarders. It is so packed with something, and again, it's a fourth bedroom, and I thought, you know, what can I do? I'll just use it as a junk room. But I've come up with an idea for this back room. I'm going to turn this back room, because now that I have so much camera gear and I'm shooting vlogs and stuff like that, I'm going to turn this back room into a studio. So basically, I'm going to take everything out of here, paint the walls, do everything. Look at this place. It's unbelievable. This project is going to be ridiculous. But I'm going to paint the walls. I'm going to take everything out of here and turn this into the studio where I can shoot my videos, and also I'll turn it into editing and stuff like that, gear storage. So it'll be pretty good. But as you can see, a lot of work to do. So as we go back there, let me turn this camera around. So that's gonna wrap up the nickel tour. You still owe me a nickel, and wanted to just give you that. I left out a couple areas because you know what? Everybody needs a little bit of privacy. So I can't show you everything in every room in this house. But I showed you the key rooms, and I showed you the messiest room you'll ever see in your life that I plan to get done very soon and make into a studio. So that's going to wrap it up, and I'll see you back here tomorrow.